All right, Shalom Akim, Shalom, Shalom. All right, this is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched down here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, coming with another lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, this be edifying to the Lord's elect. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring the word, and is pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. All right, shalom to the Akwath that's listening in. It's remaining true to the faith, remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. But your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. All right, I want to say peace and blessings to you all. Barak Atham. All right. This is pretty much going to be another lesson or an episode of Measuring the Times, you know what I'm saying? Because the signs and the tokens, the omens, it's all basically hitting home, you know what I'm saying? And so much is going on that it's hard to keep up, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I'll be able to fit all of what I need to cover in this video, you know what I'm saying? But as I start off all the episodes of Measuring the Times, I started off with 2nd Ezra chapter 9. All right. And please bear with me, you know what I'm saying? I'm sort of under the weather, I guess. I'm doing okay right now, so just got to get this lesson through. So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. All right, it reads, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." All right. "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in this world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs." All right, and we're seeing all these signs, all right, coming to pass in these final moments of Esau's rulership, right? So let me get this one article real quick. All right, I'm just going to read out these articles. Okay, this is from endtimeheadlines.org. It reads, "Louisiana has been rocked by 4 earthquakes days after strongest quake in decades." All right. It says a magnitude 4.9 earthquake rattled Louisiana on the morning of March 5th, striking 36 miles southeast of Shreveport, Louisiana, according to the USGS. Preliminarily, it is the biggest earthquake recorded in state history. The earthquake happened around 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time and occurred just 3.1 miles below the surface. On Monday, March the 9th, 4 more earthquakes were recorded near Edgefield, Louisiana, southeast of Shreveport, ranging from a magnitude of 3.1 to 4 to 4.0, according to the USGS. Okay, so we're seeing earthquakes, man. We're seeing earthquakes. We're seeing uproars of the people as well. You know what I'm saying? This is also coming from endtimeheadlines.org. It says Swedish authorities urge citizens to keeping physical cash on hand in the event of war disaster. Okay, and what I'm about to share with you, okay, because I have a couple videos also that I need to share with you before this is over. But you're gonna understand that the disasters that this war is going to bring, all right, is going to be immense. Immense. Okay? So also, let me read a little bit more of this article. It says, Swedish authorities are urging citizens to prepare for potential disruptions caused by war or other emergencies by keeping physical cash on hand. You know what I'm saying? If you got money in the bank or something like that, if you got like a 401k or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It would be wise to get up out of these financial traps, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Because we're now getting word that that BlackRock has blocked its investors from pulling out their own money. You see what I'm saying? So now these investors don't even have access to the money that they invested into BlackRock. So if there's a red flag that you need to look out for, is definitely that. Okay? It is definitely that. The crash is coming. The crash is coming, as you can see here. Okay? The crash is coming. And they're going to cut it all off very soon, man. It says the guidance came from Sweden's central bank and the Riksbank, which warned that digital payment systems could become unreliable during a major crisis. The report states that all Swedish adults should hold a week's worth of cash at home so they can purchase essential goods if normal payment systems fail. Okay, these other nations are warning their citizens of the upcoming, destruction, the upcoming disruptions, I should say, in the global markets. Okay, and basically they're not going to have anything to lean on, man. The scriptures tell you that their money's going to be useless. All right, but nevertheless, these other nations are taking this very seriously. What's going on in America? A major campaign of brainwashing the masses, man. They're being told that only six soldiers have met their end, when that is statistically impossible. With all the destruction, with all the devastation that's going on in the Middle East on U.S. bases, all right, all this stuff that's happening in West Asia right now. There's no possible way that it's only six soldiers that have lost their lives. Okay, it's coming out now that they're sending all these soldiers over to Germany. And the hospitals in Germany are having to close down because there's so many soldiers that's coming in, wounded. Many of them passing away. Okay? So, Here's another article. It says, all right, it says the United Nations warns. Let me show you this part of the image right here. All right, check this out. The United Nations warns that rising food and fuel prices risk pushing global hunger as humanitarian needs grow. Okay? So there's going to be a famine, as you can see right here in the middle. All right, there's going to be a drought. There's going to be no food, no water. You see what I'm saying? Let's go to Revelation. All right, this is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 5. It says, "And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, 'Come and see.' And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, A measure of wheat for a penny, and and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see, thou hurt not the oil and the wine." All right, and that's going into this truth. You see what I'm saying? And by extension, that's going into the elect, because the elect will be the ones that take hold of this truth, this wisdom and this knowledge. You see what I'm saying? And that's where you go into. That's when you go into Isaiah the 65th chapter. All right. At the 13th verse, it says, "Behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty." You see what I'm saying? So let's see. Now this is another article coming from the same place. It says, Trump says Iran war will end very soon. Predicts lower oil prices. Okay. Now, on the one hand, many people are saying, "Oh, he's just trying to calm down the markets and whatnot." But I believe that this is also cryptic speech. This is cryptic speech. Why do I say that? This is an article coming from Citizen Watch Report. It says Trump is really pissed about the mines being laid in the Strait of Hormuz. It's only a matter of time before he does something really dumb. Okay? And this is what the scriptures is talking about, man, where they would lose all sense. They're losing their senses, man. They're losing their common sense, bro. You know? Common sense done left the building, man. This is Isaiah chapter 47. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand that nigga, man. But when you look at Obama, okay, when you look at Obama, he is absolutely right. He's absolutely right when he said what he said. If he had done any of what Trump is doing, all right, impeachment would have been the least of his problems. You see? If he had done any of what's going on in the Trump administration. Now, it says Trump is really pissed about the mines being laid in the Strait of Hormuz. It's only a matter of time before it does something really dumb, like put boots on the ground. Put troops on the ground, man. and that's exactly what he's doing. But it seems that he may have pulled back from that. It seems that he's about to pull back from that because something bigger is at play here. All right, something bigger is at play, and it leads me to these videos that I want to share with you. All right, bear with me. All right, so I have a number of videos that I want to share with you. Before I do, I want to declare fair use of the Copyright Act of 1976. All right, this is fair use. Educational purposes only. It says Iran is warning President Trump that oil will surge to $200 per barrel if he continues to play games. Matter of fact, let me look at what the current oil prices per barrel is. All right. Current crude prices for oil. Excuse me. So where are we? All right, so excuse me. It seems that it may have dropped a bit. All right, so it's back in the 80s range. All right, close to the 90s. Okay. So as of now, it's lower than 100. All right, earlier it was 119. All right. Okay. All right, so $86 per barrel. $86 per barrel. So it went down. You know what I'm saying? It went down. Nevertheless, let's listen to what this guy has to say.
دولت‌های کشورهای اسلامی انتظار می‌رود هرچه.
All right, it's in Arabic, so let me read this for you. It is expected that the governments of Muslim countries will swiftly warn the criminal United States and the savage Zionist regime against such cowardly anti-human actions. All right? That the flames of the fire and war do not spread, otherwise similar actions will occur in the region. And if you can tolerate oil prices above 200 per barrel, then continue this game. Okay? So that's what that's what's going on over there in West Asia right now. Now, check this out.
We have some scary news coming out of the Iran war right now. The most holy city in Shiite Islam is a city called Qom. This is where all the Ayatollahs go to school for years and years. Now, that entire city with hundreds of thousands of people has had leaflets dropped over the entire city by Israel telling them that they must immediately evacuate the entire city up to 17 kilometers away. Why would they be doing this unless they intend to do something with massive devastation? Now, the United States just moved the Doomsday Plan into the Middle East, and that plane is set so that the United States president can issue nuclear launch codes to nuclear submarines in order for them to do some sort of an attack. The suspicion is that because the Fordo very hardened site, which is where they do a lot of their nuclear enrichment, which is buried under a mountain near the city of Qom, is going to be attacked with not a bunker buster, which was the traditional way that you would attack something like that, but because it is so hardened that they are considering using a tactical nuclear weapon. This is an absolutely insane thing to have to report. The United States and Israel could very well be getting ready to nuke Iran.
All right. That's one.
Donald Trump called up CBS an hour ago saying that he was going to pull out of Iran. This is not a surrender. Donald Trump is going to drop a nuclear bomb on Iran. This is what's coming. Donald Trump is about to start World War III by dropping a nuclear bomb on Iran. He's making it look like they're pulling out, but what he's doing is he's getting the American military out of the way before he drops the nuclear bomb on Iran. This is what's coming. There will be nuclear bombs dropped on Iran within the next 4 to 5 days. Mark my words. It's a countdown. God loves you. I love you.
All right. So as you can see, they're withdrawing these troops from the region. All right. And like the dude said, this isn't an active surrender. They're getting ready to bring out what Trump has been saying in the media for the past couple days now. He said the big one. He said the big one. All right. The big one. So let's get this next video. Excuse me. Let's get this next video. All right.
So, just exactly what could totally destabilize the Islamic Republic of Iran? And what could that major surprise be? Well, I'm here to tell you that major surprise is in the air, on the Doomsday Bomber, flying out of England's green and pleasant land. They are going to drop what they say is a tactical nuclear bomb on the Fordo mountain, which houses the enriched uranium that have not been able to be accessed since the 12-day war. And they're going to send 300 kilograms of highly enriched uranium into the atmosphere. That will cause all the predictable fallout, flash, and nuclear winter across Iran that is evident from anyone who knows anything about nuclear weapons. But guess what? Nuclear fallout, nuclear radiation doesn't know borders. It doesn't read maps. And so what will happen is that the deserts of Arabia will become just that. The fallout, the physical fallout, I'll turn to the political fallout in a minute, the physical fallout of a nuclear bomb dropped by an American airplane, just like the one that they dropped on Japan twice in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, is about to fall on Iran. The devastation will be very considerable. The impact will be considerable. Many thousands of people will die immediately, but over a generation or 2 generations. The impact will be felt across the world, but it will be felt first and foremost in the Arab satrapies who have given Donald Trump and his family so many diamonds and pearls. The impact, politically, however, will be even more explosive. Russia will, at that point, in my opinion, nobody told me this, But I've worked it out from multiple conversations in China and in Russia. Russia will take Iran under its nuclear umbrella, meaning that any further use of nuclear weapons on Iran will be treated as a nuclear attack on Russia. Then we really, really, really will be on the brink of World War III.
This is Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 7. It reads, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Tazabawath, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is their counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? You see what I'm saying? There's no wisdom left in these Edomites, man. There's no wisdom left. You see what I'm saying? Because this is going to open up so much chaos. All right? And we know that this that this MOTB must come to pass before America is completely brought to its knees and brought to desolation. You see what I'm saying? But if they bring about this this tactical nuke, as they call it, all right, what is that going to do with all of their allies? This will most certainly cause all of their allies to turn against America once and for all. Every nation on the planet will condemn America and Israel. These two countries, America and Israel, will be the global pariah. And at that point, no one will be able to defend America or Israel at all if they go through with this. You see what I'm saying? And this is why the prophets have been telling you, get your house in order. You see what I'm saying? Get your house in order. Call on the true names of the Heavenly Father and His beloved Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Repent now. You see what I'm saying? Because we've got scoffers that are now trapped in these so-called Arab nations. You see what I'm saying? So don't waste time. Do not waste time, because it's about to go there. It's about to go there. You know what I'm saying? It is about to go there. All it takes is one good false flag, and the narrative is out there. They're talking about sleeper cells. Iran has just broadcasted an encrypted message. So we're about to see the shit pop off. So here's another good piece of news here. Check this out. All right. This just in. The North Korean embassy has been damaged in Tehran. All right. New U.S. and Israeli strikes have led by Trump and Netanyahu has struck that embassy. You see what I'm saying? Kim Jong-un has not responded officially yet. He's getting ready for that. You see what I'm saying? Because he's been itching for this fight. He's been itching to jump into the fray, man. He has been itching for it. You see what I'm saying? And this is the notification that your boy been waiting for. All right? So get ready to see this thing go down, man. And it's gonna happen soon. One last thing before I close this out. Bear with me.
An ancient Paiute Native American prophecy just came true with this white horse, and I'm going to tell you what it is. But a lot of people are speculationers. Is this the end of the world, or what's to come from it? So, an old Paiute medicine woman about 797 years ago said when she was dying, she was passing away of fatality death of old age, and she said, one day henceforth a white horse will come into our lands and will roam like a staggered battalion, were her exact words, and it will roam for 37 days, and on this 37th day discular vessels carrying our sky cousins will come down from the stars to the land, and they will invite us to be elevated with them, and humanity will reach the next level of consciousness, is what she said. And so now this white horse showed up about 30 days ago, and the authorities are trying to capture it, and they can't. But a lot of people are saying that this is the prophecy, and we have 7 more days to find out what's going to happen. So I'm curious what you think.
Well, no man knows the day nor hour, but we do know that that the Lord said that there would be signs in the sun, in the moon, and in the stars, man, and upon the earth, distress of nations. All right. The Lord also said that that the beasts shall change their course. Okay, so we're seeing these tokens. We're on the cusp of World War III, you know what I'm saying, fully coming into the picture, man. Okay? All right. We've seen blood moons. All right, we saw a solar eclipse a couple weeks ago, a blood moon just a week ago. You know what I'm saying? So, we're about to see this thing reaches its climax soon. You know what I'm saying? Soon. But we know that prophecy still has to play out in the correct order. So what that means is that we're going to see a major event that's going to cause things to move very rapidly. You see what I'm saying? Very quickly. Okay? This may very well be the year that the MOTB is mandated and brought to the forefront. This could very well be the year that they do this. And when that happens, we know that our salvation is right around the corner. That World War III is about to finish up. You see what I'm saying? The scriptures told you that in the wars, all right, the bridegrooms and the men will lose their lives. Well, we're here in the wars. We are now here in the wars, and Congress just passed the what is it called? What is it? The War Times Act, I think it is. Okay. So all men ages age 16 to 28, all right, are to be automatically signed up for a draft. Okay. So we're here now, man. We're here. And back to this image. All right. As a matter of fact, now that I look at it, as you see this mushroom cloud, okay, tactical nukes and all that stuff. What's right next to it? Right next to it, it looks like a comet. All right, looks like a comet. Let's say right? There's going to be a comet. There's going to be a comet that's flying over during the Passover in April. You see what I'm saying? Okay, the comet is known as Comet C. Nope, that's not it. Slocket. Slocket. Oh, I guess it doesn't have a name. But it says if you've been waiting to catch a comet, then you're in the right place. Below is the list of comets expected to be visible from Earth in 2026. All right. One comet is already visible via binoculars. Okay. But in late March to early April 2026, it's Comet C slash 2026 A1. All right. C slash 2026 A1 will be visible from the Earth. Okay, so that's from late March to early April. Okay. All right, so early March. Let's see. From late March to early April 2026. So it'll continue to fly over until about April the 5th. All right. Yeah, so it says it will pass extremely close to the sun on April the 4th to April the 5th. Okay, so, you know, these are the signs in the sun and the moon and the stars, man. All right. So yeah, these are things to watch out for. You know what I'm saying? And all these omens, all right, have been showing themselves aplenty. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna cut that there, man. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ruchak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.